Austin is still crushing those best places to live lists, and quite frankly, I get it. This city has serious magnetism, entrepreneurs launching startups and coffee shops, founders chasing that no income tax dream while building their next venture, and families dreaming of that sweet spot where they can brunch downtown on Saturday and spend Sunday afternoon on the lake. But here's what's wild after helping hundreds of people relocate. Austin creates both super fans and escape planners with not much middle ground. You have people who would need a forklift to pry them out of the city, and others who are quietly Zillowing their exit strategy before their second Texas summer hits. Same city, wildly different experiences. So what is it? The secret isn't luck. It's all expectations versus reality. So today, we're diving into what Austin actually is, not the Instagram version or the Chamber of Commerce pitch. I'm talking about the city you experience when Mopac turns into a parking lot at 8 a.m. on a weekday, and when you're catching that fantastic golden hour sunset over Lady Bird Lake in March, thinking, okay, this is pretty much perfect. These are the real deal factors that determine whether or not Austin becomes your favorite city or your most expensive learning experience. Austin is the ultimate build your own lifestyle city. You want a high rise in downtown where you can walk to brunch? Done. Craving that suburban family life with spacious yards and dripping springs where your kids can have a trampoline and good schools? Absolutely available. Maybe you're looking for Westlake Bee Cave or Lakeway Hill Country living, where hill country views and upscale amenities are just another Tuesday, and that is absolutely an option as well. This variety throughout Austin is genuinely incredible. You can architect your exact lifestyle without leaving the metro area. Just move 20 miles away and experience a completely different lifestyle. The con, though, here is that sometimes those 20 miles might seem as if they're in different time zones. So what I mean by this is that all that beautiful variety creates a sprawling situation where your neighborhood doesn't just determine your vibe, so to speak, it can determine your entire social universe. The Austin Metro stretches over 50 miles north to south, which sounds fine until you realize that choosing South Austin could mean that your friends in North Austin become people you see twice a year at weddings. That may be a stretch, but in all fairness, it's something you absolutely want to take into consideration. So you're not just picking a house, you're picking which third of the city you'll actually experience. I'd say most residents develop a 10 or so mile radius where they mainly operate, and the rest of Austin becomes more so theoretical, at least on a daily basis. That restaurant everyone's raving about downtown, if you're too far north, it's basically in another city. Traffic and distance turn the metro into lifestyle bubbles, is what I like to call them, and nobody's jumping between them on any given Wednesday. Let's talk about the traffic situation that nobody wants to talk about, but we're doing it anyway. Austin has invested in transportation alternatives, bike lanes everywhere, the Lady Bird Lake Trail that's fantastic, and increasingly walkable pockets of town. Plus, that remote work culture actually means that many people can avoid the commute entirely. And what's pretty nice is that when you do have to drive, really nice views make it much more scenic than staring at concrete jungles in most cities. But let's be real, Mopac didn't name itself. I-35 is basically a parking lot with occasional movement on most days. And Mopac actually earned its nickname Mopac the hard way. So if you're not strategically timing your outings around traffic, you'll regret leaving your house at 5 p.m. on a Thursday. And when South by Southwest or ACL hits town, just don't even go to those parts of the city unless you're going to the festivals themselves. So stay home, order delivery, and ultimately accept your fate. In all seriousness, traffic is something to consider, but if you're coming from a major city, what you experience in Austin is likely going to be significantly more enjoyable for you. If you are coming from a smaller city, just be prepared and you'll be okay. Let's move into the money talk, jobs, taxes, and the affordable Texas myth. Austin's unemployment rate is incredibly low, and we have major industries such as tech, healthcare, education, and numerous creative fields. Career growth in Austin also often outpaces the higher costs, and here's the kicker. No state income tax means you actually keep more of your hard-earned paycheck. Compared to places like San Francisco, Seattle, or New York, Austin still feels like a steal for what you get both professionally and economically. But saying that Austin is affordable is a very relative term. Sure, there isn't a state income tax, but we do have property taxes, which will blindside you if you're not prepared. There are real nuances here, so reach out to us before you purchase a home so we can help you break it down even further. Housing costs have doubled in the past decade, and food and entertainment have climbed right alongside them. Yes, our metro is less expensive than many others, but it's not as affordable as other Texas cities, and that's something you should prepare for. Moving right along is Austin's food scene, which is genuinely world class and one of my favorite things about this city. Barbecue that sets national standards, fine dining that's Michelin star worthy, and food trucks serving creativity at very reasonable prices. You have year-round farmers markets, authentic international cuisine all throughout the city. Austin's culinary scene is legitimately one of the best arguments for living here. So what's the downside, you might wonder? Good luck actually getting into the good spots now that Austin has these incredible restaurants. Everybody knows about them. So popular spots require reservations, sometimes weeks out. You have longer wait times and prices that easily hit that $75 to $100 per person price tag. And this is coming from someone who absolutely loves trying new restaurants. When people ask what my hobbies are, I often wonder if trying new restaurants and eating would actually qualify as a hobby. Austin's food scene has become absolutely amazing, but with the growth and cost of living, it's shifting more so from that daily lifestyle perk to special occasion splurge pretty quickly. Let's talk about Austin's housing market a bit. Variety and appreciation potential reflect solid fundamentals, so properties tend to appreciate over time, which of course everybody loves. You also have plenty of options, from new construction with modern amenities or those established neighborhoods with character, mature trees, and of course easy access to downtown. There's really something for everybody in Austin, different budgets, lifestyles, and certainly locations. Of course, that all sounds pretty good, so you might be wondering what's wrong with that. As Austin grew, so did home prices, and rapidly at that. So many buyers are getting priced out of neighborhoods they wanted, and longtime residents are bailing for outlying suburbs, seeking more affordability and less congestion. But here's the thing, it's getting harder and harder to escape no matter which direction you choose. This is where planning your move and strategizing with a local expert will really help streamline the process for you. So on that note, I want to quickly welcome you to the channel. My name is Aubrey Von Barron, and I've helped hundreds of people relocate or move within the Austin area. If you are considering a move to the area, be sure to reach out to us because my team and I would absolutely love to connect. Let's talk about something fun here, and that is Austin's legendary music scene. The pro here is that the reputation is absolutely real. Austin truly delivers on live music capital of the world, with more venues per capita than almost anywhere, incredible talent discoverable almost any night of the week and often for free at that. Festivals like ACL and South by Southwest bring world-class artists to our backyard. So for anyone in creative industries, the networking opportunities are unmatched in Austin. And Austin itself is known for launching music, film, tech, and creative careers on a regular basis. That's something that people can absolutely plug into. The downside to this is that iconic venues are closing and everything costs so much more. Rising commercial rents and noise complaints have killed many of these legendary Austin music venues, pushing that authentic music away from the city center where people actually live and expect to experience live music. These major festivals like ACL are an absolute blast, but they actually turn the city into an overcrowded, overpriced tourist trap that locals near these venues have to endure during those times. The grassroots music scene that built Austin's reputation many years ago increasingly requires flexible schedules and more disposable income to actually access these days. Moving right along, and this is one I get all the time. When people are moving to a new area, they're often seeking a sense of community. What can be great about Austin, until it's not, is that everyone seems to be new here. Austin is super transplant friendly and has entrepreneurial energy everywhere. Because it is so transplant heavy, people seem to be much more open to new friendships and meaningful experiences. This is really great for both personal and professional growth, and it seems to work for a lot of different people. On the downside, that Keep Austin Weird motto feels a little bit more like a t-shirt slogan these days because the constant influx of people creates a more transient vibe where those lasting friendships can be just a little bit harder to build. And longtime Austinites feel like the growth has diluted the original character that attracted people to Austin in the first place. So the motto that once meant something now feels a little bit more commercialized, leaving some of those people a bit disconnected from what they thought Austin represented. Again, though, this is all about expectation versus reality. Let's talk about Austin weather. Perfection, 3 seasons, survival mode, 1 season. November through May is basically heaven. Austin winters are incredible. You have perfect outdoor weather, festivals, and an overall fantastic quality of life, all while your friends are typically shoveling snow up north. You're often wearing a light hoodie in January while sitting on a patio, and it's no surprise to spend entire days outside comfortably. Our spring brings those iconic bluebonnet fields throughout the hill country, perfect temperatures for hiking, biking, and of course, lake activities. And then fall arrives just in time for that festival season with absolutely perfect weather for outdoor dining and music. Then we get to summertime. June through August is a real test of character here in Austin. Our summer is hot, triple digits hot many times. You'll either stay inside or plan every outdoor activity around air conditioning breaks and water access. I was actually born and raised in San Antonio. I've lived in Austin for over 15 years, and I've definitely adjusted to the hot summers. You're just going to want to make sure that your car has ventilated seats and accept that you'll become intimately familiar with every pool and lake in the immediate area. When you're moving to a new city, you probably want to know how the infrastructure stacks up because this can absolutely affect your quality of life. Austin is really trying to get ahead. The city is actively investing billions of dollars in infrastructure, expanded public transit, upgraded electrical grids, modernized water treatment, road improvements, all for the continued growth that Austin is experiencing. Our airport also consistently ranks among America's best and keeps expanding to serve Austin's growing international status. The downside here is that Austin's rapid population growth has really outrun the infrastructure development. You have power grid strain that causes outages during unusual extreme weather, constant road construction that actually worsens traffic while trying to fix it, and it often feels like it's scrambling to catch up with basic services rather than staying ahead of the demand. The good news here is that these nuances are absolutely manageable with the right local expertise, so reach out if you are considering a move to the area. Let's talk about the adjustment period. Your first 3 months will tell you everything. Most people find their groove eventually. Austin offers enough variety in its neighborhoods, activities, and communities that most people will eventually find their rhythm and niche, whether that's the food scene, the tech scene, maybe some of the networking opportunities or creative culture, maybe it's the upscale amenities. There's room to build the life you envisioned here in Austin. The city's growth means opportunities keep expanding, and many residents find that their initial frustrations with the city actually transform into genuine appreciation once they learn Austin's unique rhythm. That first quarter can be brutal though, so expect a predictable 3-month adjustment where you're navigating traffic patterns, surviving the heat depending on when you move, dealing with the crowds, and working hard to ultimately find your people. It can feel frustrating and a little bit isolating at first, and because Austin's constantly changing, the experience you moved here for might already be evolving into something different. If you came expecting a specific lifestyle or community character, just prepare for some reality checks and it will fulfill all of your wildest dreams. Overall, Austin rewards the optimist who can go with the flow, the person who gets genuinely excited about discovering a new restaurant after sitting in 35-minute traffic. Maybe it's the person who considers 75-degree February weather days fair compensation for feeling like they're melting in August, and someone who sees rising costs as the price of admission to somewhere actually worth living. Austin will absolutely test that rigid planner, anyone craving a predictable 20-minute commute, maybe neighborhoods that stay recognizably the same for an extended period of time, or the ability to spontaneously enjoy the city's best offerings without checking Google Maps first. Here's the real question that matters. Do you thrive in beautiful chaos where phenomenal food, legendary live music, and career launching opportunities exist right along infrastructure drama, or can you genuinely smile after spending 40 minutes to travel 10 miles because that barbecue you found towards the end of the trip was that good? Or do you just need a city that works consistently? Because Austin delivers world-class experiences wrapped up in Texas-sized logistics puzzles. And honestly, a lot of people absolutely love that combination and stick around for the ride. Others discover they really, really don't, and there's no wrong answer. So if you're nodding along thinking, yeah, I can work with that, and you'd like someone to help you decode which Austin neighborhood matches your specific brand of tolerance and chaos, then let's connect. Whether it's East Austin's creative energy speaking to you, maybe South Austin's weird and proud vibe feels like home, or maybe North Austin's suburban sanity sounds refreshing, or perhaps West Austin's polished lifestyle is worth that premium, we will find your spot while keeping it 100% real about what you're signing up for. So what's the verdict for you? Are you still sold on Austin? Or are you having second thoughts after some of this unfiltered truth? Again, be sure to reach out to us if you're considering a move to the area. We would absolutely love to connect. Until next time.